In this video, we're talking about 4 graphic design books that have helped me grow in my typographic and layout skills. And I know they're going to help you too. So what I'm going to do is briefly explain each one with a summary. And I'm going to give you some highlights of each as well as a brief rating from beginner to advanced, basically on where I think you should purchase these in the lineup. So all of these are linked down in the description under Drew's book list, where you're also going to find other helpful books and resources as I build out that live page. All right, so book number 1 is Type Matters by Jim Williams. And this is probably one of the most practical guidebooks focusing on the fundamentals of good typography. In the book, he presents clear practical advice for designers of really all levels, and he shows you how to avoid some common typographic mistakes, especially when you're just starting out. You're going to be covering the basic do's and don'ts of typography, such as proper letter and line spacing, the importance of margins, and how to use punctuation marks like quotations and apostrophes, and how to use them correctly in their respective formats. One thing I love about Type Matters is that Williams touches on applying type in both print and digital formats, which makes this such a useful resource for graphic designers working in various media. And in general, this is just a beautifully laid out book with a leather binding with a bunch of different typefaces inside of it, the anatomy of letters, and again, different use cases for type. This is the perfect book for beginners looking to improve their typographic skills, or for really anyone that needs a quick reference guide on common typography issues. It is pretty much, I would say, the #1 book I always recommend to anyone getting into the game of graphic design. All right, book 2 is Thinking with Type by Ellen Lupton. Now, I have the 2nd edition here. There is a 3rd edition that I've linked down below with even more updates, and it's apparently cheaper somehow than this one I have, so that's great for you. Now, Thinking with Type is one of the most popular and comprehensive guides to typography, and it explores more of the theoretical and practical aspects of type with a super strong focus on how to use type as a tool for communication within contemporary design. Now, I love the questions that are posed on the back of the book, like what kind of typeface should I use? How big? How should those words, those letters, those paragraphs be aligned or spaced? I mean, it's perfect for both beginning and advanced designers that are going to be asking themselves those questions at one point or another. Now, Lupton also does more than just show you a visual example. She actually goes into some history and theory of type, explaining why certain type choices will affect your readability, the tone, and the mood of an overall design. So you're going to be discussing, of course, anatomy of letter forms, kerning, leading, and just the impact of type around spacing. She also includes design exercises and visual examples that help you illustrate typographic concepts, which encourages the reader to experiment with type and understand its potential as a design element. So, while the theory in this book may come across to you as advanced, I think you will benefit from this book whether you're a beginner or an experienced designer, because I believe that this one is a necessity to have in your toolbox, at least of books, on your journey to becoming a master. All right, book number 3 is Typographic Design, Form and Communication. Now, this is a beefy boy here. This is a comprehensive textbook-style commentary on typography, co-authored by Rob Carter, Ben Day, Sandra Maxa, and Philip Meggs. Together, they are diving into some super deep principles of type and how it is vital for communication through its form and function, hence the subtitle of the book. Now, this book really does a great job of blending theory and practice together, and it's structured to guide students and professionals through essential typographic principles. A strong suit of this book is that it covers a really detailed history of evolution of type, starting from early letter forms up to modern design, of course, with visuals guiding you along the way. Now, because of that, you're going to get a well-rounded understanding of how type has developed as a tool for communication over many, many decades. Now, I love this quote on the back of the book, which says, "The irony of typographic design is that when well done, it goes unnoticed, but its impact on the project's overall success is undeniable." And this really strange but beautiful irony is what the authors are going to teach you how to master in this book. Now, as a textbook, it is ideal for graphic design students or for graphic design professionals that are looking to deepen their understanding of typography's role in effective communication. If you're just starting out, I might suggest starting with one of the two previous books that I've already talked about before diving into this one, because it will take some focus, some of your time to understand and dig into this history of type. All right, and so book number 4, our last book, is Layout Essentials: 100 Design Principles of Using Grids by Beth Tondreo. In this book, we're focusing on the fundamental principles of graphic design layout with a super strong emphasis on the role of typography in those layouts. Now, the book is structured around 100 design principles that guide the creation of clear, effective, and super visually compelling layouts, hence the subtitle here. Now, I have the first edition here, but there's actually a newer and updated version with even more content that expands on those 100 principles. But in either edition, whether you get this one or the new one, you're going to be covering those basics of layout design, including grids, the use of grids, hierarchy, spacing, and how to balance components like text, imagery, other things like that. It's going to teach you how to make content flow super smoothly and read comfortably, which is essential for guiding a viewer to a next step, whether that's just learning something or if it's an actual call to action like buying something. Now, there's obviously a strong emphasis on grids, and you're going to be presented with real-life examples of things like menus, magazines, newsletters, books, web pages, flyers, so many other things like that that rely on type and layout. Now, once you understand how to utilize those grids and you can start to make smarter choices on how to lay out your type, imagery, and other components, your designs are going to get so much better, I promise you. So while this one is going to appear a little thicker, kind of like Form and Communication, like a textbook, the amount of information on the page is actually super digestible. The book is geared more towards showing you super blown up versions of examples, so you can actually see how the grid lines are being used on a project. And because of that, I think it's great for beginners. I think it's an excellent resource, but also a quick reference guide for you seasoned designers. All right, so these are the 4 essential design books I would have at the ready, 3 of which are specific to typography, but I think they're important on your journey. If I had to choose one in order, I think I would go with Type Matters first, then I would go Thinking with Type second to really get an understanding of typography, then I would go on to Layout Essentials, and then I would probably end with Form and Communication. You let me know in the comments, what do you think of these books? Have you read any of them before? Are you going to pick one up and read it? Are there other typography or other graphic design books that I should review here on the channel or I should grab and read? Definitely let me know and we can look at grabbing those. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss other videos just like this one, and we will see you in the next video.